come on, man. Happy night flight, y'all. Welcome back. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody's rested and ready for some nighttime hijinks. Got a hot day out here in the Bay, at least up here in the North Bay, probably where Tony is too. All over the place, man. It was hot today, but we're going to cool down tonight. I got a nice cold beer next to me, and I'm going to let Rags kind of light the commemorative PMP flame tonight, like the Olympic flame. We got our own flame, the PMP flame. Rags posted a message a couple of minutes ago, and he said, hey, man, I want to dive through my computer screen and bask in the warmth of PMP Nation. Bro, you came to the right place, Rags. That's a great mindset, a great philosophy, and that's why we're here. What's up, Patty from Napa? Stevie B, there's Rags. Noemi, Patty from Napa, Sweet Mad Hatter, Escobar the Third, The Nutter, Ray Goodman, on and on and on it goes. The wheel keeps on spinning. Can't slow down. If the thunder don't get you, the lightning will. Tony, how are you on a Wednesday night flight, my man? How you doing?
Dude, I got so much to get to tonight. Dude, Paulie, I want to talk pick and polls. I want to talk Giants baseball.
Did you scratch your head again? I want to, showcase the glove. Yeah, showcase that glove. Let's let people see Barnon's glove. That's a glove of a Super Bowl champion, by the way. I can't say that about anybody on the roster today, but that is a Super Bowl champion. One glove, Tony. And now Tony's known on the streets. He used to be Creative Tony. Now he's Tony One Glove. And apparently we have some songs about Tony One Glove. We're going to premiere one of those tonight. Also have a special brand new song I cooked up for the Night Flight Gang. We'll unleash that in a few minutes too. We're good to go? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm sorry I interrupted you about the glove. Go ahead and tell me how you're doing, brother. No,
dude, I'm good, man. It was actually a wonderful day, but there's just a lot to get to tonight, and I'm excited about it. And you know, it was a beautiful day down here. You said it was a beautiful day up there. It was one of those days where I'm like, damn it, if I had more time, I would love to have gotten out to the coast and gone for a dive into the ocean. But that's okay. For those that did, more power to you. I'm living vicariously. And Paulie, it's a night flight. It's you know, I like that we picked the night flight for a Wednesday night because it's kind of the crescendo of the week. Yeah. You know, you build up to the night flight and then we go back down the slide, right? Oh, that reminds me of an idea. And maybe this will be the first PMP invention out in society that I believe I've thought this for years, Paulie. Okay. And I wanted to call it Slide for Life. I believe that every public stairway should have a slide next to it as an option.
Shout out the uncountable lawsuits that would be a result of having a slide in a public place. Because these days, dude, you twist your ankle, you sprain an eyelash, there's a lawsuit coming somewhere. You know what I mean? Tony, people are tripping on sidewalks and then suing like the shoe store that the sidewalk is in front of. It's mayhem out there. I like the idea, but I'm afraid we live in like a lawsuit nation, and I'm afraid that would like stir up a lot of bad blood. Even though I would be down with the slide. Yeah, wipe your brow. Yeah, use that glove, dude. Use that damn glove.
Oh, it's in here. It's hot down here in San Carlos. But, dude, I feel like slides are like stairs, and like there's slides in public parks everywhere. It's just an option that you can take. If you don't want to take the stairs and you want to go down the flight of stairs, you have an option to take a slide instead of the stairs.
That'd be a great. We're going to compromise. Here's what we're going to do. You know what we'll do? We'll talk to Steve Moskowitz about that. He is an attorney, and I can ask Steve like the legalities because we could post a sign that says, "Hey, jackass, slide down this slide at your own peril. If you guys get hurt, I don't want to hear about it. It's your own damn fault." Maybe that's like the common ground we can find, T. And shout out to the backdrop. Very psychedelic. I was seeing images like that all weekend at the Dead shows, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm not wearing a cap tonight, but tip my cap to Pine Needle, man. This is all Pine Needle, dude. He gave me 3 cloth backdrops, and then he also gave me 2 rolls of tropical backdrop wallpaper that I haven't even gotten to yet because Dom Peralta and I are going to have a creative arts day on a Sunday, and we're just gonna put this wallpaper all over the not poster board, but like a panel, and then it can be in the backdrop every now and again. And also shout out Dom, he's about to dive into 9-inch nails tonight at the Oakland Arena, I believe. Yeah,
Oakland Arena. Now, Tony, a few things before we get caught up with Dom, and then I'll address Patty in a second too. But you mentioned several times the slide. You get up, you go down the slide. Shout out Helter Skelter. When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide. You know what I'm saying, Tony? The Beatles version, obviously those boys wrote the song, but I got to go with Motley Crue on this one. I think their version is honestly the superior version. That's just me.
Well, and also shout out the electric slide. You know, it's just the whole dance craze of the electric slide. So
what was this song right here, Tony? It was like some groovy 70s track where it was like slide, 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 let it slide. Or is that Let It Ride? I'm not sure. I'm forgetting. It's some kind of
If it's let it ride, I prefer it to be let it slide, to be honest with you.
By the way, holy smokes, dude. There is a by the way, I'm waving my beer around. I'm about to open. I'm using it for effect. Yeah, nice. There is I'm the only guy who probably knows this in the entire Western Seaboard, but if you ever buy the Aerosmith box set called Pandora's Box, there's an outtake on there where Joe Perry is doing like a slide guitar riff. Name of the track, Let It Slide. Swear to God. Yeah, swear to God. Tony, check this out. Check out the sound effects of PMP. Listen carefully. Shh. I'm hunting wabbits and listen.
Nice.
Did you get that?
All right, well, hold on. Oh.
Hey, cheers, homeboy. Give me some up here. Give me some up top. Clank.
I got the champagne of beers tonight, Paulie. Shout out Your Mom is Cool, aka Mark Wiseman, dear friend here in San Carlos who left these at my house a little while back. So I'm diving in. And also, Paulie, before we get to our sponsors and before we get to the meat of the show, which is Giants baseball, we get some Niner camp news. We got some more Chiefs crap to talk about. And I also got to tip my cap to Shohei Ohtani sometime tonight, too. You're not going to like that either, but I got to do it.
Oh, I thought he got his 1,000th hit or whatever his nonsense is. Is that what's going on? 1,000th hit.
We can get it out of the way now, dude.
I'd rather not. I don't even want to talk about him at all, but go ahead.
I just had this conversation with my son, man. And like, dude, he's the first player since Babe Ruth, dude, to have 1,000 hits and 500 strikeouts as a pitcher.
A lot of people don't know this. But I was crunching some stats earlier today. A lot of people don't realize that Shohei Ohtani is the first MLB player in history to send his best friend and interpreter to jail for 54 months for covering his ass on a gambling scandal. I'm just throwing that out. Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you what's going on, man. I'm just telling you what's happening. Now, Tony, to calm the water, can we get, we'll come back to Shohei, but I want to give Patty some love. Yeah, Patty, thank you as always, Patty. Here's tonight's message. Ordered. Biscuit Lady special for Rags. Okay. Expecting it within 24 hours. Thank you, Patty. And Rags, you're going to have to join us tomorrow. But special announcement, if you missed yesterday's show, and I'll post a reminder tomorrow about this. I'm not going to be able to do the 11 o'clock start time tomorrow. So we're going to boot the show to a 420, one of those 420 specials. Go ahead, T.
Herb is a plant. Herbs are good for everything.
I love the cadence of that one. Herbs are good for everything. It's almost like he's rapping a song. Herbs are good for everything. Shout out Bob Marley. Rest in peace. Tony, the show will be at 420 tomorrow. We're going to have a great time. Patty, thank you so much. We got other supers coming in, and then I want to premiere the brand new Night Flight song, and then we'll dive into the show. You choose them, Tony. I see a couple on the board right now. You pull up the supers, buddy.
Use it or lose it, Paulie. Sweet Pain is the name of the game. Pine Needle is a super. What's up, Pine Needle? Dude, you've already given so much to this show. Thank you for being a super. He says, guys, I'm in Reno with my buddies. Not sure if the song is going to be worth but we're here for it. Dude, Pine Needle, I got the song locked and loaded. I'm wearing
amazing.
The glove.
Now, I'm not talking about my song. I'm talking about Pine Needle song. It's freaking amazing.
I got both songs locked and loaded. I also got Shanks, David Shanklin's song, who's on his way to Ireland, by the way. I got his song locked and loaded too. So, dude, it's going to be a fun night flight. Pine Needle, thank you for the super. And yes, dude, the song, the rock and roll version, the heavy metal version of that is going to make its appearance tonight, dude. I'm very excited for it.
I hand selected that version myself. I thought that was the standout track. It sounds like a professionally produced song, which mine does not. But check this out, by the way. Don Peralta riding in on his white horse again, just doing good deeds for the Polymath Particle community. Check this out, Tony. The kid, he's not a kid, but the guy sends me in the mail. I open up the mail. He sent me like a, I guess I would call it almost like a clip-on mic. So for like the song I just recorded, I wasn't mic'd up. It was like when I did that Ozzy song. I'm just sitting in my house playing the guitar and singing the song. But going forward, I think these songs are going to all start to sound a lot better because I'll be mic'd up going forward. And that's all thanks to Dom. Samaritan Dom, to Stevie B, you ain't kidding, bro. And Tony, do I smell a Hans Lufa, a Lifetime Achievement Award in the works for Don Peralta? We'll see. I mean, come award season, we'll see at the end of the year. But I'm starting to, I think he's positioning himself with acts like this, giving me microphones, helping out the PMP community with all this great artwork. Tony, he's doing the Lord's work on behalf of PMP.
I would also like to say that I'd like to thank Steven at Longbridge Pizza as the inspiration for those clip-on mics, because Dom and I were talking about those clip-on mics because Steven, whenever we do stuff for Longbridge Pizza at Longbridge, we've done it a few times. He does these little clip-on mics and they sound fantastic. So shout out to Steven at Longbridge Pizza. Paulie, while we're moving on with the supers, Escobar the third, he says, by the way, Yay. Nobody gives a bleep about Shohei.
Me and you, Escobar, as usual. Me and you, bro. I don't want to hear about. I don't want to hear about him. But go ahead. Look at Tony turning into a Dodger fan right before. Look at this kid. Do you have your Dodger hat nearby? Do you want to throw on your blue cap tonight, too?
Dude, when history happens, we have to pay our respects, man.
History.
And dude,
What history?
First time since Babe Ruth, dude. Shout out Sloth from Goonies, by the way. Baby Ruth. Remember Sloth?
I got to say, though, I think Dennis Leary said it best years ago, and I'll side with Babe Ruth over Ohtani any day, and I'll tell you why. Dennis Leary said, Babe Ruth, how do you not respect this guy? He hit 714 home runs, jet propelled by prostitutes, hot dogs, and black cigars, Cuban black cigars. Right. And look at him. And now you got Shohei Ohtani again jailing his friends, Tony, incarcerated. How would you feel about it?
Let's not make it sound like Babe Ruth was some choir boy, dude.
No, that was that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Prostitutes, hot dogs, and cigars. Yeah. That's definitely not a choir boy. I'm saying that at least he owned it. You know what I mean? I'm a big fat guy. I'm hitting home runs. Yeah.
Good point, Paulie. Fair
This
point.
guy's playing a game like he's some Boy Scout.
I just want to say, I want to pay my.
We're getting into a rumble about Shohei Ohtani. Who's with me on this one? I'm going staunch anti-Ohtani. Staunch.
I'm just paying my respect to what's going on between the chalked lines on the diamond. I don't know what's going on.
By the way, special. Hold on, let me get my announcer voice here, Tony. Hang on one second, buddy. Let me get over to the right page. Stand by. We have a special announcement to make. Ladies and gentlemen, Creative Tony will be introducing a new segment tonight. It's called Great Moment in Kansas City Chiefs History. That'll be after the Shohei Ohtani tribute. Stand by, please.
Hey, Principal Paulie, dude, it's almost like you're inside my brain or you got a cheat sheet of my notes for today's show. The Chiefs documentary that's coming on ESPN, a multi-part Chiefs documentary called...
What is it?
The Kingdom. Dude, it's as if correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they lose the Super Bowl, dude?
Bro, they lost. Okay, they freaking lost. Why don't they make a movie about the Philadelphia Eagles? They won the Super Bowl. Okay, with one of the greatest running backs I've seen in 20 years. But we got to do a 5-part epic series on the Kansas City Chiefs, the team that lost. I'm going to get sick to my stomach from the Chiefs. Robot Centaur, PNP Fantasy League, ready to go. Hey, man, and by the way, I can't get enough of the image. Look at the image he puts up there with the eyeballs, dude.
It's fantastic. What are the eyeballs suggesting there, Robot Centaur? By the way, Paulie, this is a text that Freed and I were having today, a group text thread going about doing a PMP Fantasy Football League, and I said I would talk to you about you and I teaming up to have one team, you and I together.
Yeah,
we have one fantasy team. And Fareed said, Master of Particles would be the name of our fantasy team. He named it Master of Particles. So if you're in, we can team up and be a team. And if you're feeling like, oh, dude, we got to start so-and-so this week, I'll start him, and we'll do it live on the show. We'll do it live. So
yeah, we'll do it live. Tony, it all sounds good to me. And thank you, Robot Center. All right, Tony, real quick, just a little gift from me to you guys. Oh, Dom for president. Yeah.
Yes, Corinne. Absolutely, Dom for president. He's got my vote. Seriously.
He's got my vote, too. He can straighten it all out very quickly. He straightened this show out in a matter of minutes. Tony, I want to do this. Let's premiere the Night Flight song, a little something to kind of ease us in, and then we'll talk about Longbridge Pizza on the other side of that. And then we will dive into... Yeah. So Karen Bell coming strong with the red glasses. Go ahead.
Karen Bell is super. Karen, you are so generous to the show. Thank you for your contributions to the show. Thank you for the super, and keep rocking the red glasses. And yes, Dom deserves all the rewards. Not the text that I had with Dom today was. Yeah, anyways, we'll talk about Dom all night long. He's crushing 9-inch nails tonight. He's missed as usual when he's not around. But dude, yes, Karen Bell, his contributions to this show. And need I remind everybody, it's all pro bono. He's just like, hey, I just want to help out. That's how it all started, is how guys, I just want to help out. How can I help out? And it's been amazing. So just like you being a super Karen Bell, Dom's been great. And thank you very much for your contribution. And thank you for supporting the show. And by the way, Paulie, I heard from Daddy Soda Paul. Remember everybody, Paul, the Daddy Soda Paul?
I was wearing the Daddy Soda shirt yesterday. I of course I remember. Dude, I went to Hawaii with Paul, for Christ's sake. But Paul is one of these guys who won the Murph and Mac trip to Hawaii, which we did like 10, 12 times years in a row, something like that. And yeah, Paul was with us one year. No, I rocked the Daddy Soda proudly. In fact, I gave Rags a Daddy Soda shirt to rep on the East Coast. So we got both coast blanketed. Yeah.
Right. Well, he checked in today and he just wanted to know, say hello and compliment us on the show. And I just want to say shout out to Paul and Daddy Soda. Great dude, and just thanks for the support, Paul. And Paulie, take it away. We can get to the musical portion before we get to the sponsorships and go from there, buddy.
Yeah, dude, unleash it, dude. So here's my new acoustic treatment of a special Night Flight song for all of us, kind of to ease us in. And we can start attaching this to the front of the show, but just since we've never played it for the first time, here it is. Night Flight, y'all.
Creative Tony, yeah, what you doing now? You coach your little league, yeah, let's take a night reprieve.
Stay along, y'all.
Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight.
On the night flight.
This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight. On the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone.
I am absolutely jacked out of my mind, bro.
There you go.
Hey, Tony, now I sang it basically. I was singing it to you. You coach your little league. Let's take a night reprieve on the night flight.
Love
on
it.
The night flight. Anyway, that's our new night flight song. We'll be playing that going forward. Yeah.
Mark Mensick, welcome to the show. Name I haven't seen before. What's up, Mark? He says,
Hey, Mark.
He says, love it. So, Paulie, nicely done, Paulie. And dude, keep the music coming, man. Keep it all coming. Seriously, I think something on the show that doesn't happen on most other shows is that we're playing some music that is created by, the hosts and by the PMP family like that. I don't think that's happening anywhere else, which is very unique to this show. And thank you all for the vibes.
Yeah. No, I just figured it was the appropriate thing to do. And since we can't use pre-recorded stuff like I used to with KBR, you're going to get a lot more of this. You're going to get a lot, and it will sound better going forward because I will have that mic courtesy of Don Peralta. But anyway, Tony, I'm singing to you, and it's our welcome song. We can attach that to the beginning of the show starting next week. Tony, but now let's talk about our friends at Longbridge Pizza. Our dear friend Neil Denardi. I hung out with him on Sunday, the final night of the Dead in Golden Gate Park, just a couple of days ago. We had a great time. Always great to see Neil. He is a purveyor of great vibes and also a great pizza maker. Let's just be totally honest. It's all about Longbridge Pizza. We talk about them throughout the week here on the show. I encourage you guys to get down to 2347 3rd Street in the Dog Patch. If you haven't been yet, it's literally right up the street from Chase Center and a little bit farther up the street from Oracle Park. A walk, it is doable. If you got an injury or you're limping or whatever, hop on the rail, grab a scooter like Tony, and then join the Vibe Tribe. Today is Wednesday. It's my favorite day of the week to go to Longbridge because that's sandwich day down there, man. That's when they unleash the chicken parm sandwich. That's when you can have a Vinny's Gabagool. That's when you can grab a chopped cheese. Dude, you know what? I think I'm going to hit the chopped cheese next time. I've been like a little bit too heavily involved with the chicken parm. I think I need to have like an affair. You know what I mean? I got to have like a side piece, and my side piece is going to be the chopped cheese next time I go in. I see your message, Noemi. Hang on one second. So anyway, Tony, Longbridge Pizza, the sourdough crust, you know how I feel about that. The fact that they actually baked a pie with my name on it is one of the great honors of my adult life. So please do try the Polymac Particle Pizza next time you're in there. I also recommend the Nico Pizza. You see me with the J in my hand, the smile on my face. That's what it's like, Tony, at Longbridge Pizza.
Dude, and also Longbridge Pizza, they're all about the community vibes. And I was speaking to Neil last night. He's like, hey, by the way, Tony, are you celebrating National Neighborhood Night Out night tonight? And I go, what are you talking about, dude? I have no clue. And he goes, oh, yeah, dude. This was last night. He goes, yeah, we got a block party going on. He's like, I'm making pizza. So he made pizza on his own block and where he lives in San Mateo. And he sent me pictures of like the scene of him dishing out pies just for the community there in his neighborhood for the National Neighborhood Night Out. So tip of the cap to Neil Donardi right there. And also, Paulie, there's a new contest happening involving Longbridge Pizza. And if I want to share the screen here, next on the 16th of let me just get to the
It's
website.
a week from this Saturday. A week from this Saturday. Yeah.
On the 16th, there it is. It is. Check it out. It is the San Francisco Pizza, Bagel, and Beer Festival. I think it's the 3rd or 4th annual, and it's tickets are available for your ticket. Your price of a ticket, you get all you can eat pizza and bagels, and you get 4 beers with your ticket price. So you get all you can eat pizza and bagels, and you get 4 beers. Longbridge Pizza will have a booth and be giving out pizza all day. I think it's 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. in North Beach, San Francisco at Washington Square Park. They will have a booth there. Neil wants to give away a pair of tickets to this festival. So we're going to do a contest, Paulie, and we're going to keep, but if you want to go to the actual festival, you can just Google San Francisco Pizza Festival, or you can go to sfiacfoundation.org. That's sfiacfoundation.org. And that is the San Francisco Italian Athletic Club sponsoring this event. But Paulie, what we're going to do for this event is we're going to have people give us pizza porn. Okay.
Meaning what, sending pictures into the show email address? Okay, go ahead.
People send us pictures of your own pizza porn. It doesn't have to be Longbridge related. Neil is like, I want to see people's pictures of pizza porn.
Hey, if I could, sorry to interrupt you, Tony, but like, how about this? Like, because remember, I think it was yesterday or last week or something. My mind is all scrambled, so forgive me. But remember when Stevie B sent that picture in of him? He was flipping his own pies at home. How about stuff like that? Would that suffice?
100%. Yes. Okay. And Stevie B sent that in because he was using Neil's Longbridge Pizza dough.
Yeah.
But you don't have to use Neil's dough. Neil just wants people getting creative in their kitchens, inspired to make some pizza, and then send the pictures in the rest of this week and weekend. Send your pictures in, and then on Monday's show, we'll pick a winner for the pizza porn contest to get 2 free tickets to the pizza festival in San Francisco, which I've been to this festival, Paulie. It is it's one of the most underrated days in San Francisco because it's North Beach. The weather's going to be great. You got great food, great people, great beer. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And all the freaking paisans you can shake a stick at. You know what I mean? Over there in Washington, it's an Italian. It's like it is. It's an Italian festival. By the way, Tony, I want to let everybody know too. We'll give the tickets away Monday. I plan on attending myself, so join me, and we'll eat some pizza. We'll drink a couple of beers. We'll hang. And I love, with a capital L-O-V freaking E, I love Washington Square Park. I love North Beach. I'll tell you, a lot of times, Tony, North Beach for me reminds me of the East Coast, and it reminds me of New York City and Little Italy, especially like when you walk into Molinari's, that great deli. You know, they have like all the meats are hanging. They have all these cheeses, all these imports from Italy, and it brings me back a lot of East Coast kind of vibes. So I just love that neighborhood. I'm just throwing that on the pile. Like, there's a lot of great reasons. And it's just a great place to spend an afternoon. That's all.
Shout out Tommaso's, which I think is closed their doors, but shout out Tommaso's. Shout out Cafe Macaronio, Mario and Stephanie running that tiny little joint.
Shout out Stella. Shout out Stella's Bakery, my favorite bakery in the whole city. Stella's effing rules.
Yes. Shout out Stella's. Shout out Vesuvio for a drink. Shout out Tosca. Shout out Specs. Shout out all of the seriously. North Beach is my favorite. The North Beach and the Mission, and then now the freaking Dog Patch, dude.
Okay, Tony, I didn't see this coming, and forgive me for interrupting you, but if I don't, I'm going to lose my thread on this. 2 things, quick. Pecan is in the house. What's up, Pecan?
Yeah,
great to see you, brother. And by the way, let me talk to Pecan for 1 second. I'm just going to talk to Pecan privately. Everybody, you guys can listen in. Hey, Patrick, check this out. Tony and I have been talking, and if you're down with this, I would have contacted you privately, but since I'm seeing you on the board tonight, I got nothing to hide. If you're up for this, dude, Tony and I would love to have you do some hits during the college football season. You could kind of be our college football correspondent if you want to. Just come on once or twice every couple of weeks, and we'll kick some college ball around. I'm just throwing out the red carpet. I'd love to have you, Pecan. We can talk more about that later. But yeah, see, Noemi, I miss Pecan in his shower hour. Leah Phillips, War Eagle. Nice. We all miss Pecan, and that's why I'm trying to bring him back. So, Patrick, consider it, and I would love to have you on board, and so would Tony. So just that Sorry, Tony. I saw pecan. I don't want to lose that thread. Go ahead, buddy.
No need to apologize ever, especially when it's dealing with pecan, one of the all-time greats, man. And so if we can do pecan college football talk, I mean, I'd love to have it, because honest to God, like there's not many more people locally that care as much about college football as pecan does.
I've never met a bigger college football fan in my life. I've never met a bigger college football enthusiast than Patrick Connor in my entire life. Hey, Tony, one other question about the pizza contest or the pizza porn. Can people take, like, for example, I have pictures on my phone from like the last time I was in New York eating John's Pizza on Bleecker, or if I was at Rags's house eating Florham Park Pizza in New Jersey. I always take pictures of the pizzas I eat. So would that suffice, or do they have to be homemade?
No, it can be whatever you consider pizza porn. Really, honest to God. And this is all Neil on a phone call with Neil yesterday. He said, "This I want the love of pizza to come through from the PMP Familia." And then if you email us pollyspod@gmail.com, we'll get the submissions, and then we'll show them on Monday's show. We'll pick a winner. And then, you know what? If you don't win, still go to the festival, because the festival is going to be a damn good time. Again, all you can eat pizza and bagels and 4 beers with your ticket. So, and it's from 11 to 4 p.m. in North Beach, Washington Square Park. And Paulie, it's Longbridge Pizza is going to have a booth right by the entrance, and Neil will be shucking pies all day long. So,
okay, well, I look forward to it. I'll be there. We'll give the tickets away Monday, and I like you using the language "shucking pies," dude. How do you feel about me stealing that from you and using it on a daily basis? What are you up to tonight? Not much. Just going to shuck some pies, dude. Shucking pies. I don't know where you came up with it, but I applaud it, brother. Nice little phrase right there. Yeah.
Hey, Paul, I'm going to take the show for a second because, dude, first of all, I want to tip my cap to Alpine Little League, right there down south near Menlo Park. They just, I don't know the final score, but they were losing in the regionals in the Little League World Series, which is on ESPN, but they had an amazing run. And my son Dom plays against some of these kids on this team, and they had an amazing run. And they represent our District 52 here down in the peninsula. So they had an amazing run. I think the run has come to an end, but I just wanted to tip my cap to those boys because they did a hell of a job. And the coach is such a, if all coaches could watch this coach, I think his name is Dave Levinson. And his son Nolan, by the way, is a 6'1", 12-year-old with a size 15 shoe, by the way.
Okay.
Insane. Anyways, but he was mic'd up, and I think you can choose whether or not to be mic'd up. He chose to be mic'd up as a coach, and his positive messages to the kids throughout each game and throughout turmoil in the games, and it was just awesome, man. So anyways, tip the cap to Alpine. And then Paulie, while we're tipping caps, I have to tip the cap to what's called the underworld that I've been exposed to from my mechanic Alfredo Luna, the pick and pull community.
All right, here we go again with this nonsense. Now, define pick and pull. Explain what this is again for those uninitiated like me. I'm not a gearhead at all. So what's a pick and pull?
Dude, I went to the Newark pick and pull today. It's basically
Newark, out in the freaking Jesus Christ.
East Bay, dude. Dumbarton Bridge, man. It's literally 15 miles from my house.
No, you got to tell me about the East Bay. I've done my freaking time in the East Bay. I've done more than most. Believe me, I'm Mr. East Bay over here, man. So go ahead. No, I'm familiar with the East Bay. Quite. Yes.
Dude, well, the pick and pull, it's basically a car graveyard, and you can just go. You pay $4 to get in, and you just can pick parts. You just pick parts, and then you go to the store, and then to the window as you check out, and they'll like give you a price. Like, dude, I got like a rear view mirror, for like $7. I got I got 2 great, almost brand new tires, $80 for the pair.
Okay.
Like, dude, I'm floored by the pick and pull community, man.
Well, take me to the pick and pull. I think I want to experience the goddamn pick and pull at some point. Don't hog this all to yourself. I want to find a rear view mirror and some fuzzy dice. You know what I mean? Let me play with the stuff.
Paul, if you want to come with me to the pick and pull, you are more than welcome.
I think I do. I just want to observe. You know what I mean? I just want to be a part of it. Maybe we can have like a PMP pick and pull outing or something like that.
By the way, Pat, no, it's not Patty. It's Noemi asking, is it legal? It's 100% legal. It's totally, they're licensed.
Is it legal?
You can have a membership.
Yeah.
I mean, anyways, it's just because I've been trying to get a certain car smogged for months, dude, and we finally found the part on it on the same version of this car, and we found the part. We cut the part off the old car, put it on my car, passed smog, all about the pick and pull, Paulie.
Well, listen, I appreciate your pick and pull detour. It's news to me, but what the hell, man? If it's getting you tires and mirrors, I'm all for it. Rags checking in. Paulie, do you remember the pick and shovel? And dude, do I remember the pick? Of course, I remember the pick and shovel. That's one of the bars in New Jersey that Rags not glamorous at all. This is a kind of a blue collar joint in Booton, New Jersey, and they used to serve us when we were underage. Shout out breaking the law back in the 80s. Nobody cared, bro. You could waltz in. I used to waltz into it. Rags, here's another Jersey spot. Shout out to Hoover's, okay? Hoover's on Route 10. Tony, the neon sign outside was a lit up owl, okay? Owl. So we had the owl, you had Hoover's. I used to waltz in there. I'd be 18 years old. I'd be like, yeah, I'll take a quarter keg, please. They didn't even card me, okay? That's how the times have changed. I'm just buying quarter kegs, some kid off the street. That's the old days. Yeah.
Paulie, shout out Easy Freezy on West Portal.
Here we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Easy Freezy.
Same kind of thing.
Just, hey, I'm going to look the other way, kid. Just give me the cash and I'm going to look the other way. Just get out of here with your 2 12-packs and be gone.
Yeah.
Just give me the cash. And I'm like, okay. Or, you know, it's either called shoulder tapping or buying up. Either one. But like, you know, we'd stand outside the Easy Freezy and I'd see an older gentleman walk by and be like, hey, sir, can you just go in there and just get back?
I never did that move. I never asked because my balls were bigger than my brain. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going in, man. Yeah, 1 quarter keg, please. I never even asked anybody and they were just giving it to me. Sure. Stand by, sir. I was like a kid with a rush jacket on. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, stand by, sir. We'll go get it for you. Yeah. It was nuts.
You know,
shout out the 80s, man. The freaking 80s, dude. Yeah.
You're making me think of Teen Wolf when he goes into the liquor store and he goes, give me a keg of beer as he's turning into the wolf, dude. Oh my God, man, dude. By the way, Teen Wolf, one of the greatest movies of all time. And hold on, we got Dub City pick and pull. I prefer Paulie from the picks. Nice.
That you're going way old school now, Dub City. That's how I first broke the ice in the radio game here in the Bay Area. I did a segment on the Ron and Don show called Paulie from the Picks, and I used to give football picks. It was ridiculous. But thank you, Dub City, very much, man. I appreciate the love. Tony, should we talk about the Giants? We're like 30 minutes into the show. We should probably mention the Giants had a nice win today, 4-2. Robbie Ray, I think he went 6 today. He allowed 2 runs, but the hero was Dom Smith. My guy, Dom effing Smith. I think I want more Dom Smith, Tony. Can I get more?
Dude, yes, and shout out the amazing lisp on Dom Smith too, because he had the post-game interview. I'm like, dude, I love the lisp, man. Great for you.
Saying that, bro.
No. It's like it's fine, dude. It's fine. It's not a speech impediment.
You might not think it's fine. No,
dude, no. Come on. My Aunt Nikki works with speech therapy, dude. She knows it's okay. But Paulie, I do want to give Robbie Ray some love, dude. In the last 6 games combined for Robbie Ray, he's given up a total of 16 runs, dude. A total of 16 runs in 6 games.
No, he's been a badass the entire season, Robbie Ray. He's been a godsend. And I got to admit, again, I did not see this coming. I didn't anticipate him having this kind of season. Also want to shout out Encarnacion today. He hit that home run, and then unfortunately he pulled his hamstring. That was really a bummer because he hit a bomb yesterday too, didn't he?
Back to back. And also, Paulie, can I be a kind of a dick and just say it should have been a sweep? Like, can I be a dick and just say they should have swept the Pirates? Like,
you're not being a dick. I would say no, you're entirely right. That in fact, they should have swept that series. That was the day they blew the 2 runs in the 9th. Yeah, that was brutal.
They should have swept that series, and the fact that they didn't is not cool. And I see somebody on the chat. I don't know who it is, but they're asking for the tight pants. Who asked for the tight pants? Somebody on the chat asked for the tight pants. Oh, Karen Bell. So no. Karen Bell, you're getting Robbie Ray's tight pants.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little behind the scenes PMP activity. This is a true story. About 2 weeks ago, and leave that picture up while I tell this little quick tale here. I was looking around Twitter, and I found this woman who has a Twitter. Her Twitter handle is Robbie Ray's Pants. Okay. Yep. And she has a picture that says Robbie Ray's pants, and the A is basically like his legs, like that, just painted on pants. So I reached out to her and I said, hey, I think she lives in Seattle. And I said, I don't even remember her name, but I said, hey, I do a radio show or a YouTube show in San Francisco. We do the Giants. We cover the Giants. We'd love to have you on because we've been talking about Robbie Ray's pants all year, but she was camera shy. She was like, I don't want to be on camera. Sorry, you guys. But anyway, I tried. It would have been really funny to have the woman whose Twitter handle is Robbie Ray's Pants, man.
Hold on, I'm gonna share this, Paulie, real quick. Because you mentioned it, I'm gonna give a little visual aid here to Robbie Ray's pants. Here she is in all of her glory, and if you can see the T-shirt,
Yeah.
there's the T-shirt where literally the A, like you said, is his glutes and the tight pants. So I love that she even started this, and I love that she was able to finally meet Robbie Ray. She's very stoked, very happy.
And it's funny because she's camera shy. She doesn't want to come on the show, but she's not camera shy to post her image on Twitter like that and blast it all over the place. So you go figure it out. Anyway, I tried. I thought it would be a funny interview. I'll tell you who we do have coming on the show this Friday is one of our favorite guys just in sports journalism. He is Mark Cannizzaro from the New York Post. He's going to join us because he is pissed. He's a big Yankee fan, dude. And he's like, I don't want Doval. I don't want this guy. Can you take him back? Like, they're already like, I told you this was going to happen. I think the Yankees finally won a game, but they've been playing very, very poorly. But anyway, we'll talk to Mark Cannizzaro. And he told me that he was a FOMO-sexual because he saw the coverage of Golden Gate Park. And he was like, dude, he's a real music lover, Cannizzaro.
Yep.
He goes to shows as often as we do. He's not a player. He doesn't play an instrument or he's not a musician, but he loves supporting live music. And he was like, dude, I saw the footage. He was like, it looked amazing. So we might talk a little Dead in the Park too with Marky, but that'll be on Friday. I look forward to that too.
Paulie, also, can we tip our cap to Logan Webb with Logan Webb while we're at it too? Because he had a Webb gem yesterday. Dude, the Giants win 8-1 yesterday, 11 hits. The entire lineup at least had one hit. 3 home runs, dude. Welcome Koss back. He goes deep in his comeback. And then you said our Encarnacion. And then Adames has been he's been steady in the second half, man. He's been steady. It's great. And then also, dude, Logan Webb. Okay. Dude, Logan Webb, 2 runs in his last 2 games. I think it's safe to say that maybe he's over the dead arm, and 21 Ks in those 2 games, dude.
He was determined. He was really determined yesterday. You could see it. He was not gonna take a loss yesterday. He fought hard, and you're right. He's been pitching quite well. Thank you.
And by the way, dude, if anybody's wondering, I saw like a tweet today. Oh, we should have kept Joey Bart instead of Bailey. I'm sorry, man, but Bailey proved his worth in this series, dude. And Joey Bart, by the way, I think he took one in the privates today in the junk. I didn't see the highlight, but I saw Rod Brooks asking for prayers up for Joey Bart. But I was just like, I'm glad to see Bailey proving his worth. Switch hitter, got some speed, putting the ball in play. And then also, Paulie, the Jung Hoo Lee chin strap is a real thing.
We got to enough is enough with this guy with the hat flying around, bro. He's going to hurt somebody with that thing. You know what I mean? We got to, dude, get him a helmet that fits. I know he wants to be the flair for the dramatic. Oh, my helmet fell off, but it's not quite the same when you knock it off your own head, which I've seen him do today. You're talking about what in the batter's box?
Dude, today at the point of contact when clutch double, by the way.
But so he looks like a little league kid, dude. Get him a helmet that fits, Tony.
Get him the PMP chin strap, dude. I mean, we got to market this. We got to talk to somebody about making this. We have Getz Sporting Goods down here in San Carlos. Maybe I'll talk to Mark Getz and get to his contacts to see if he's got one of the connections to one of those companies that can make us the chin. Because I know they make chin straps for kids, right? Make one for Jung Hoo Lee. He can put JHL. He can put he can have the Hoo.
Bedazzle it. Yeah, you can put diamonds on it. Bedazzle that bad boy. Get his bling on. And by the way, a little follow up on tight pants. Leah Phillips checking in, one of our old friends and favorite. I think we're going to see Leah on 8/26 at the Cubs game. Oh, on that note, any updates real quick, ticket wise? Anything we need to say? How are the sales going?
We have 1 ticket left, Paulie, but we are waiting to hear back from the Giants if we get another row or 2 of more of tickets, because we sold out. We're almost sold out of our 40 tickets that we put on sale on the website. Thank you all for getting tickets. We can't wait for this hang.
Thank you guys.
Learn with Los, Carlos De La Fuente, and Flex Funding. But I believe the Giants are going to give us another at least 10 seats, I believe, in the same section, just the row behind us, or behind the rows that we have. And we can get more tickets, because to be honest with you, I got a couple family members that are asking.
Yeah, I got some people asking me today too. Yeah. There are more people that want to come. So as soon as we get the okay from the Giants, we'll get that info to you on the air. Following up on Leah now, she said, hey guys, you want to talk about tight pants? Let's not forget about Andres Torres. And by the way, you know what? I always liked Andres Torres. He was a good leadoff hitter. He was on that 2010 World Series team. And I always, every time I think about Andres Torres, he had like this, it was almost like a nervous tick. He was such a nice guy, But every time you would see him, which I did a bunch back then in the clubhouse, or we would have him at spring training, this was his tick. He would say, "How's the family? How's the family?" Like he would say that like every time. "Hey, Andres, how you doing?" And I could see him Thursday and then see him again the next day, Friday. "Oh, Paulie Mac, how's the family?" "Family's good, Andres. How's your family?" No, they're good. They're good. But anyway, if he saw you today, Tony, I'd put heavy money on his first thing being like, "Oh, Creative Tony, how's the family?"
Dude, I love the fact that I wish I could rock like the 4 buttons unbuttoned on the front of the button down shirt,
dude,
like,
with the ripped jeans, like the 3. Yeah, he was a stylish dude, man. Yeah, remember he had like the faux hawk going and stuff too. Like,
and just he was a specimen, dude. So it's like tip the cap, man, because like I couldn't do that. But like I've seen him come to Giants games and sit in the stands, and he's decked out, man. Like I don't know, I just respect. I'm not riffing. I'm seriously respect to the style and the physique of an Andres Torres. So Paulie, I love that you're giving respect where respect is due. While we're doing that, Paulie, we got to say, how do you feel about the Giants coming home now? They have a day off tomorrow. Happy flight, as our post said today on StreamYard and on Twitter. They had happy flight back to SFO, and then they host the Nationals this weekend. How you feeling about the Giants coming home?
I feel fine. I feel good. I mean, hopefully they can continue this kind of ball they're playing, because they played really well in Pittsburgh, and it's about damn time, because they are, let me do some quick math. I think they're 4-6 in their last 10. I'd like to see that kind of, turn around a little bit. Maybe in the next 10, how about we go 6-4? But anyway, no, I feel fine about them coming home Friday night. Washington Nationals coming to town. I look forward to that very much. We will talk about that more tomorrow and Friday, of course. Tony, if you could, I hate to kind of commandeer the ship here, but I'm very, very eager to get to the bookmarks. If we could.
Well, okay, we can get to the bookmarks as long
look
as
at this. Look at him putting me in arm's length already. He's like, yeah, I can tell there's going to be conditions. Here we go. What are the conditions, Tony?
The Heisman right now, dude. The Heisman.
I could, give me that damn glove. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Can you give me some devil horns in the glove real quick for Ozzy?
Yeah. By the way, I'm wearing the horn backwards because the glove is supposed to be in my right hand, but I do the mouse with my right hand. So I'm doing the glove backwards, if you're wondering what the hell's going on. So
you know what Billy Steele told me once? Billy Steele, rest in peace, Billy Steele. I hate to have to say that, but Billy Steele, one of the old DJs at 107.7 The Bone I worked with, he had that metal show on Friday night. He was a great guy, Billy Steele. And he used to say this, like he would say, when you're throwing horns, he would say, you know what you do if you have too much metal for one hand? Do you know how to handle that?
No.
You bring it in like this. Boom. That's when you got too much metal for one hand, courtesy of Billy Steele. Rest in peace, brother. Yeah.
Oh, rest in peace, Billy Steele, man. Oh, one of the greatest.
What are the conditions about these bookmarks? What are you talking about?
No. I just want to make sure that we get to. We got to talk a little Chiefs documentary. I want to get your blood boiling about the Chiefs documentary, and then
we do that first. We do the Chiefs first. Yeah.
And then I also want to play Pine Needle's song at some point during the show because it is 100%. Worthy of playing. And then also, can I just ask this too, Paulie? Are you concerned at all? I noticed this today. I read today, Bosa has missed practice on Friday, on Saturday. Then they have the day off Sunday. Then he missed practice Monday. He missed practice Tuesday. Yesterday, they did not have practice today. And I'm hoping he's back on the field tomorrow. They have a combo practice with the Broncos tomorrow. But he's missed the last 4 practices. We haven't heard anything. I'm assuming Bosa's okay.
Let me jump in on this. If you remember last week, we were talking about Nick Bosa, who has, just for the record, if you haven't caught up with this, Nick Bosa now fancies himself a deadhead. Yes. And I'm not joking. This is not a joke. He went to the Sphere with Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle and I think a couple other guys. Yep. And I think they caught the bug, man. They looked like they really enjoyed it. Now, I've seen Bosa wearing tie-dyes. I've seen him wearing Steal Your Faces. So, Tony, I think what might be going on here is what I like to call the Grateful Dead flu. You know what I'm saying? You go to 3 shows in a row. I had the Grateful Dead flu on Monday. Believe me, I could barely get through the show, man. I was on fumes. So perhaps, we talked about the possibility of a dosed Nick Bosa at Golden Gate Park. I'm just telling you what happens. You never trust a prankster and all that kind of stuff. It does happen. People get dosed. I don't advocate that, but I'm just offering that as a possible explanation. He might have that whole dosed Bosa thing might have come to life. Don't tell me he was the guy that climbed up on top of the windmill.
Oh, the windmill guy. That's right.
Was that Bosa?
No.
So somebody climbed up there. You got to be pretty athletic to get up there, dude. How about Nicky Bosa, dude? Just like King Kong, dude, swatting freaking planes down like out of his mind. Dosed. Of course, this is all hypothetical. I'm just riffing. I don't want a lawsuit from the Niners, but I'm just saying it's a possibility. Maybe they dosed his ass, and he's still trying to figure out, like, oh my God, what's my purpose in the universe, man? What am I supposed to do? But he'll get back. He'll be fine by Saturday, Tony, for the game.
I hope so. And by the way, Nutter, I see you in the comments. I see you in the chat. The Niners concern me, Nutter says. And dude, Nutter, I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. It seems like there's just a lot going on in camp, more than there should be. That's all I'm saying.
What are you talking about, injury-wise, Tony?
Injuries, scuttlebutt. I don't know. Just I'm not.
This is the thing. All these teams like this, the Niners have had such a good team for a bunch of years now, man. At some point, the window starts to close. If you remember and I'm not saying that's where we are now, but I'm just saying it happens. Like Harbaugh's last year in Santa Clara, because they closed the stick in 2013. He moved down to Santa Clara in 2014 for that first season. Niners went 8-8. And he lost the team. I mean, flat out, he lost the team that year. It didn't even look like guys wanted to play for him. And that's what I feel like Harbaugh kind of has like a shelf life. There's like an expiration date with him. It's great at first. It's going on with the Chargers right now. Yep. You put them in the playoffs immediately. That's what he does. He changes the culture. Everybody buys in. But I feel like, who's got it better than us and all that kind of stuff. I think that runs its course with NFL players. I mean, these guys are pros. They're not college kids. So, and I'm not suggesting that's where Shanahan is right now, but to your point, I've seen the same stories and I've been reading about it. And there are some weird vibes down there. And, Juwan Jennings and Brandon Ayuk with all of his doom and gloom stuff online. Like
all the different signings. And then like they brought in this guy Isabella and he's already gone. And they're bringing in I don't know. I get why they're signing these people because these injuries are happening, but it just feels like, man, it's almost like a rummage sale. So I don't know. And Ray Goodman's a super, by the way. He's thank you, Ray, for the super dude. And he says Buckeye alumni have been known to do crazy ass.
Let me tell you about Buckeye alumni. You guys remember freaking that lineman that he was a great offensive lineman. But speaking of crazy ass Buckeyes, you remember Aaron? What's his name? Alex Boone. Alex Boone.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we had the Alex Boone show on the Murph and Mac show. We had Alex Boone on once a week back in his era. And that dude, wow, man, I don't know where he is now, number 75, dude. He was a big, nasty dude. He's the exact kind of lineman you want in front of you if you're a quarterback. But I think like when he was in Ohio State, didn't he fought like, he got into a fight with like 5 cops at once or something like that. You can read about it. He did. So, Ray, to your point, yeah, those Buckeyes are nuts. And you can throw Alex Boone at the top of that list, dude. I think he fought like 4 or 5 police officers at once.
I feel like his nickname was the Rhino back in the day, and I had a hat of his, and then I think he went to Minnesota.
Correct.
After the Niners, correct? And
yeah.
Dude, I mean, yeah, he was a beast of an O lineman, and I liked him when he was with the Niners. I was sad.
Him. He was great on the air too. He had a lot of personality, Boone. We had a great time with him.
Noemi's a super, man. And Noemi, thank you for the reminder of your super. And I apologize for not getting to it sooner, but she is damn right. She says we need a PMP compilation LP on vinyl.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, we could probably press some CDs, and then Noemi, we'll play the Night Shift song or the Night Flight song. It's based on the Night Shift song, but we'll play that on the way out tonight too. Thank you so much, Noemi. We appreciate you so much because you're here every day and you've been so supportive. Thank you, Noemi. All right, Tony, let's do this.
Real quick, Noemi, remember the idea of the not the book club, but the album of the month club. Don't sleep on that idea either. Remember we talked about the book of the month club? There's people that do that, get together, they read a book for a month, they get together at the end of the month, they talk about the book, they have wine and whatever. How about an album of the month club? Friends of mine do it in Colorado. It's great. Everybody introduces each other to different music. It's great stuff. Noemi, thank you for the super. And I got to get to another super down here at the bottom here. I think it was Patty from Napa, who's so supportive of the show. Patty, thank you so much. Let me just get this up on the screen. She says Bosa and Kittle were looking for Paulie at Tower 5, like many of us were.
Yeah.
LOL. Mikey just popped in and says hi. Or
What up, Mikey? Yeah, no, but trust me, dude. I was holding it down at Tower 5 because that's where I met Drutzy every day. My buddy Drutzy, he had the blankets laid out and stuff. So we were there. And Patty, I went on a walk looking for you too, and I didn't see you. It's all good. That's what happens at shows. You cannot control anything, as you saw at a dead show. The dead show is going to dictate terms, and you just got to kind of go along for the ride. Tony, let me quarterback the next few minutes of the show.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you for the Creative Tony song first, because that's a feel good thing. Then I want you to piss me off with the Chief story, and then we can end with some high flying bookmarks. In fact, some bookmarks in there are relevant to the 49er discussion we're having right now. So let's go Creative Tony song. We're going to go Chiefs disgrace. And then we're going to go bookmarks, and then we'll wrap it up for tonight. Stevie B, one more super real quick before the song. If you could put them up there, Tony.
Hang on, and I've got to comment to the show again too, Paulie. But Stevie B says Boone, the kind of guy whose head protected the helmet. Niners could go 12 wins or 8 wins, and neither would surprise me. Before camp, I was fully confident. Stevie B, I'm with you, dude. I don't know what to expect. I saw it. Not that anything that Colin Cowherd says is worth any merit, but he is predicting them to come in last in the NFC West. And I was like,
well,
okay.
I don't know about the Cardinals, but I do expect the Rams to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Seattle's going to be pretty good. I wouldn't go that far to say the Niners are going to be in last place. They can wind up having a really good year, but that's dependent on a lot of things. Their schedule is easy. I will say that. Finally, for a change, the Niners schedule is pretty manageable. It's not as tough as it's been. So I could see them winning 10 games, 11 games. I think if things go well, I think that's reasonable. Where are you at, T?
Yeah, 11's a good number. I think 10.5 is what Vegas has. And I not that I don't gamble, Paulie, but I do like to see what Vegas has to do. And 10.5 over under for wins on the season. Give me 11. That's a great season, by the way.
Okay, but you know what, Stevie B, real quick, one last comment that I just saw him post, not the super comment, but Stevie B goes, if they stay healthy, they're fine, but they never are. Dude, that's so true. Have you noticed that every year Shanahan's running backs get hurt? Every single year. We have running back injuries under Shanahan. I'm not blaming him, but I am saying it's a thing. It's like it's a trend, and it's worrisome. It really is, because a lot is riding on Christian McCaffrey, and now that Garendo's got health problems, we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes down. All right, Tony, some feel good vibes. Could I please get the song and introduce it and give me the backstory so people know what they're going to hear?
Paulie, before we get to the song, I apologize. We're 52.
We're
52.
You don't want me to get to bookmarks. That's what's going on.
Oh, good for you.
Let me cut through all the bull crap, and let me tell the audience what's going on right now. Creative Tony is trying to prevent me from taking y'all into the wonderful world of bookmarks, which, by the effing way, was a segment that he invented. This kid right here, he goes, Paulie, I got this great idea. We're going to call it bookmarks. We're going to pull stuff off Twitter. We're going to put it in a special file, and we're going to show them to the audience. And you never want to do it. It's starting to drive me crazy. What's going on with you? 808.
Rules are, there ain't no rules.
All right.
Buddy, I want to give Peralta Arts and Company, our other sponsor for the night, some much deserved love, because we're 52 minutes into the show.
That's absurd. You were 52 minutes. We try to do that at the 30 mark, just FYI. Yeah, we're about 22 minutes late on this. Stand by, because I got to get the script up now. I'm all out of sorts over here. Yeah.
We can start it with, obviously, Peralta Arts and Company is a company founded by Dom Peralta and his brother. And Dom Peralta is an amazingly talented dude. For those of you that know Dom or have seen his work on this show, he is incredibly talented in the graphic arts and design. And right now, DJ Rob B, who has been with Murph and Mac for years and now is down in Southern California near Palm Desert. He made the song, our theme song for the show. Dom Peralta, he actually hired Dom Peralta and Peralta Arts and Company to design the album cover for his latest album, which is coming out. And I think Dom is almost done with that album cover. And I can't wait to show it on the show whenever Dom is ready to show it on the show. But that's one of the projects that Dom Peralta is doing, Paul.
Tony, let me jump in real quick and let you know what they're saying out in the P&P community. There are accusations swirling around right now that you might have had a couple of tokes of that sweet leaf before the show. True or false? True or false?
No. No.
All right,
no.
they're saying it. That's what the people are saying. That's all. And Rags is checking in. Hashtag free bookmarks, dude. Free effing bookmarks. Okay, Tony, let's talk about Peralta Arts for a second. Like gentlemen. Let's be gentlemen and talk about Peralta Arts. Tom Peralta, we freaking love you. He's over at 9 Inch Nails right now, jumping around with that industrial stuff. Trent Reznor smashing the stage to pieces. I saw 9 Inch Nails in 1991. Open for Jane's Addiction. And I got to be honest, Jane's Addiction at that time was one of the best live bands I've ever seen. What happened to them is so disgraceful. That's a whole.
Get back to the spot, please, Paul.
Well, it's all connected, Tony. Dom for 9 Inch Nails. I'm talking 9 Inch Nails. If you pay attention, jot down some notes, you'll see that everything I do has a purpose and a meaning and a direction. Stand by for more info now on Peralta Arts Company. Tony, that's where graphic design, illustration, music, pop, and pop culture collide. Peralta Arts is a full spectrum creative studio specializing in bold graphics, vibrant illustration, and visual storytelling, carrying forward the spirit of legendary Bay Area artists. Think about striking posters, think about iconic album covers, immersive event branding, and a unique artistic perspective. There's the Metallica one he worked up for us. They channel pop culture, music, and the energy within our community into every project. Tony, we're talking logos, posters, fine art, brand visuals that celebrate Bay Area culture. I love me some Bay Area culture. Hey, here's a quick update. The Metallica poster from June 22nd, the first editions have been sold out. Congratulations, Dom. Second edition prints are starting this week. So new art prints coming soon. That Sly Stone shot, Chris Cornell, The Grateful Dead, Ozzy Osbourne. Those are all still in the works. I can show you some of his stuff. He's talking about these type of projects, and I even have a few of these on my desk here because I like them so much. Stuff like this, like when he does the Ozzy one, it'll be, I think, in this kind of style, like the Steven Tyler style or the Pete Townsend that he did. And here is a Jimmy. So this he's working on right now, the Dead, Sly, and Ozzy, and that should be a lot of fun. So anyway, your story deserves bold visuals. Peralta Arts and Company brings them to life with Bay Area soul. Contact Peralta Arts and bring your vision to life. It is peraltaarts@gmail.com, or call him or text him at 650-796-3144. Thank you so much, Peralta Arts. We freaking love you.
Hey, Dom. Hey, Paulie, on that note, also, the Metallica poster that we see right now, if you do want to purchase it, like he said, the second print is coming. You can order it on our merchandise page, which is at right below our bio on the YouTube page, at Polymax Particles on YouTube. While you're there, like and subscribe. Please help the algorithm out. Help us out. We're building it brick by brick, but also help Dom out. If you want that poster, which is a badass poster, he could have sold this at the show and made a killing. Seriously, because it's such a cool poster. But you can get it on the YouTube page on Polymax Particles if you're interested in getting the poster. And we'll let you know as soon as he finishes the album cover from DJ Robbie's album. We'll present that on the show as well, Paulie.
Okay, T, thank you for that. And thank you, Peralta Arts. Of course, thank you, Longbridge Pizza, too. Tony, without further delay, I'd like you to kind of walk me through and the audience the backstory of the creative One Glove, Tony One Glove song we're about to unleash. And this thing is badass. I'm telling you, you're going to love this.
Well, first of all, so David Shanklin, a.k.a. NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC, who made the first song ever on this show, not done by Paulie or myself, called Hans Lufa. And then he did a PMP VIP song. He also did the Give Us the Low song. And he also did a Tony One Glove song. And David Shank gave me this William Floyd Bar None glove. Then over the weekend, I get an email from Pine Needle. He's like, "Hey,
I can't wait to freaking hang with Pine Needle, man."
Yeah. And Pine Needle's like, "Hey, I was just messing around this weekend and I made 5 versions of this tune about Tony One Glove, as that's my new mafia name, Tony One Glove." And so he made this song, and this is like the rock and roll heavier version of the song. He made 5 different versions, but this is the version that Paulie wanted to play tonight. And so we can launch that in. And I was floored. I was just like, I can't. I told Paulie, I was like, I am so blown away that somebody would spend the time like Shank did to just create music for the show.
Well, Creative Tony's about you, dude. Let's be honest now. Creative Tony, you got some followers out there, kid. People dig your vibe. I dig your vibe. I haven't written any song. Well, actually, that's not true. The Knife Light song I'm talking to you directly in the song. I'm kind of pining for Tony because he's always coaching, and I missed him at the Dead shows. So I worked those lyrics in about you coaching Little League, and I think that's what Pine Needle's doing too. We all have a great affinity for Tony. So let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's give him a good chunk of the song. Let's hear it.
So here we go. This is from Pine Needle. So thank you very much, Pine. Stand by.
Vibes where people write comments, keeping the chat room alive. They love pizza, they love good gigs, they love the Bay Area and all its splendor. Throw me one glove in his beach robe, holding down half of one hell of a show. Paulino Gloves is a legend on his own, and he'll gladly pop on most things that grow. Two family guys keeping us entertained. Great times, great dudes, and look great. PNP, Army to boot.
I mean,
dude, hey, bring it down so we can talk a little bit. Bring it down. Hey, dude, hey, is Pine Needle even here tonight? I don't know if I've seen him.
He was earlier, but Jesus, dude, like, come on, man. That's just
Pine Needle, you've outdone all of us. I mean, that's a professional quality recording, dude. The drum track is insane. The guitar sound is insane. Chugga, 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 chugga. Hey, the whole thing is money. Pine Needle, thank you so much. And Tony, how do you feel, man? That's for you, brother.
Honest to God, I didn't know what to think. I was blown away. And there's 4 other versions where it's the same lyrics, but different styles, different genres of music. And it's like one is like rockabilly, one is like almost like bluegrass. So we could share another one later in the week or next week, whatever. But it's like, dude, Pine Needle, thank you, man. And dude, like you said, Paulie, the talent is through the roof. And he's like, if you don't like him, don't worry about it, man. I was just messing around. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? These are great.
They're awesome. I'm actually writing a note down right now.
Yeah.
Tony, let's do another one of those on Friday. We'll play it. I want to hear another version on Friday. I truthfully have not heard every version because there's so many of them. But the ones that I heard, that one jumped out at me. I mean, for obvious reasons. It looks like looks like the comments line really loves it too. Ingve Malmsteen vibe, says Rags on the guitar.
Oh, wait, dude, Pine Needle checking in. He says, I'm in Reno, Tony. I'm in Reno, Tony. One glove, chilling with my friends, getting hammered.
That's the idea. We're pretty much doing the same thing here. Thank you, Pine Needle, so much. You just made the show better tonight, bro. Thanks to you. You made the show better. And that's what, dude, that's what I think I'm happiest about, Tony, doing this show. Just to have a moment here. It's like, we like to have a good time. We're going to be doing our thing regardless, but you guys have stepped this up. What's up, Nancy? Good to see you tonight, Nancy Darris. Welcome. It is a great track. It's a freaking great track. Pine Needle, thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, thank you, HVAC man. Also, you're freaking phenomenal too. All the stuff you guys have sent in. And anytime you guys have like creative endeavors, ideas, bits, send them on in, man. If we like them, we'll put them on the show just like that. So thank you again, Pine Needle. Tony, if we could transition to your downer story of the Chiefs, you sure you want to go there? Let's get
yeah. We have to. It's our job. It's our duty, Paulie, to report things that are happening in sports and in society and in pop culture.
If I could, Tony, to report things happening in the sporting life. Shout out Mark Ibanez, and that is the sporting life. By the way, just so you guys know, Mark Ibanez, a good friend of mine. I've invited him on the show. Ready for this? You know why he can't come on the show? Doesn't have a laptop.
Dude. Respect.
Give it up for Marco. But this guy who anchored the KTVU sports desk for like 30 years does not have a laptop, but he's very proud
Don't
of
bullshit me.
I swear to God, the day he gets updated with a laptop, we'll get him on the show. But anyway, tell us about the sporting life, please.
Dude, I just gotta say that I was watching Alpine Little League, who tipped the cap. They had a great run in the regionals here in San Bernardino, because if whoever wins that goes to Williamsport. Alpine Little League tipped the cap. You guys had a great run. I was watching their game, and then all of a sudden, commercial break in between innings, and it's like all these highlights of the Chiefs. And then it says ESPN presents a multi-episode documentary, The Kingdom. And I was like, wait, what? Like they just lost the Super Bowl.
My son James was talking about this too. He was like, Dad, why are they making a mini series about the Chiefs? I'm like, I can't, I don't know anymore. I don't know. It's getting depressing. I don't know what's going on. It's like the whole country's been brainwashed by the Chiefs, dude.
If anything, the Eagles are loving it. Just like, go ahead, talk Chiefs. We're just going to come in and kick your ass again. Philly's probably thinking.
I look forward to that. I do. I look forward to that very much. Yeah.
But dude, there was one part in the trailer, and I'll try and find it before the end of the show. The trailer, like they're talking about, the pressure and the expectations.
Oh, you poor babies. Oh, you poor babies. Try that against Lawrence Taylor sometimes. You want to talk about pressure? Try the 85 Bears and the 86 New York Giant defenses on for size, because that's what Joe Montana had to go through. I didn't hear him complaining about, the pressure. He was too busy kicking ass, winning games. Same with Steve Young. He could have said, the Dallas Cowboys, they're so good. Oh, what do I do? The bull ass, dude. He went out there, did his job, and won a ring. Okay,
yep.
So
No
everything you tell me about the Chiefs angers me, but go ahead.
But there's a scene because they're talking about the pressure and the cameras in your face and the noise, and then there's a scene in the trailer where Patrick Mahomes is telling the cameraman in the locker room to turn off the camera. Hey,
dude, turn it off, dude. Hey, dog, turn off the camera, dog. Dude, the whole thing with his Kermit voice, I've had it, man. I've OD'd on the whole thing, and I still don't even believe they're that good. Yeah, they're a good football team. Are they one of the greatest teams of all time? Hell no. Hell no, dude. No.
I know. No, I agree. And we showed Brock Purdy's stats and Mahomes' stats for the last 2 seasons up against each other, and it's neck and neck. And Purdy actually tips the scales in a few of those stats. The only thing he doesn't have is a ring or multiple rings, and the only thing he doesn't have is a win against the Chiefs. So it's in the day, you got to call it. You got to call it what it is and say that they've answered the bell. They've won.
When's this godforsaken series going to be on, Tony?
August 14th, Paulie. I was thinking you and I could have a watch party. What do you think?
A watch party? I better have a mountain of ganj next to me just to calm my nerves, dude. If you expect me to watch that damn show, I got to tell you. Yeah.
Herb is a plant. Herbs are good for everything.
So far, my favorite comment about the Kansas City Chiefs is courtesy. What's up, John Joseph? I look forward to seeing you, bro, soon. Favorite comment regarding the Chiefs all night comes from my man, the Candlestick Kid. He just wrote, "The Chiefs ain't S." Okay, the Chiefs ain't S. I second that, brother. I'm with you so much.
I say that they're on the downslope.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. I think that's been evidenced over the past couple of years. Even though they won, I know this sounds crazy, like on paper. Yeah, what were they? 15-1 last year, 14-2, something like that. They barely won those games, dude. They were just squeaking by. I'm not kidding. Go look at the scores of the Chiefs games last year. They were in some very, very close games. And God forbid, I tell you the truth, that the referees assisted them. Oh my God, really?
Are you ready?
All right. Okay. All right.
I'm going to give you a little bit, just a little bit. Here we go.
Okay.
Every year, that's the only goal that you have is winning the Super Bowl. If we don't win it, it's a failure.
You suck.
As much of a dreamer as Lamar was, I don't think he could have ever imagined this.
Superstar athletes, leading men, they're on the top of the mountain.
The Cowboys are America's team. Why don't we be the world's team?
Oh, I've seen enough.
I got the gun out, dude. I got my gun polished and I'm blazing it, dude, as I hold my my Ultra, my Michelob Ultra. I got a gun. For the Chiefs. Just one. Yeah.
I got to find the scene where Mahomes says,
dude,
"Can you
look
start
at the rain?" Oh, the rain.
There it is. Here. Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at this jackass, man.
Here we go.
When you're winning, people look at you and they're like, you're the villain. Cut the camera quick.
Dude, you know what? How about we just cut you from the entire freaking? Jesus Christ! Can somebody just hit this guy? That's all I want. That's all I want is somebody to just unload on this fool, like the Philadelphia Eagles did, man. Yeah, give me some of this. Let me see him get knocked on his ass. If you have that kind of footage, yeah.
We do. Hang on, I'll see if there's
a lot of ups and downs, a lot of things to fight to win or lose. This team will never be the same.
Yeah, we're never going to be the same. Hey, we're never going to be the same. There's too much pressure. I'm trying to win ball games, man.
Yeah.
It's shocker that it's presented by State Farm, huh? Shocker. That's a big shocker.
It's a good call. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, good call, man. Good call. All right, Tony. Well, look, you've successfully pissed me off, but I took it with a grain of salt. I was able to laugh at that tonight, so that was fine. No, soccer bowl. I know, bro. The NFL, the refs, they won't let this guy get touched, and that's why I call BS on him until he gets his face knocked in the dirt throughout 4 quarters of football and then gets up and beats you. Then I'll give him the respect.
Yeah.
He's like the untouchable god of football all of a sudden. And I hate to break the news. Football's a contact sport. You're going to get hit at some point, man. You're going to get hit. But Patrick Mahomes never gets hit. And when he does, here come the flags. There's an automatic first down. It's really, really frustrating. And I know you guys already know this. I'm just airing out my Kansas City grievances. It gets very frustrating. Tony, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm gonna do something special for you. What do you got? What?
I was gonna go here.
It's time.
Sure, go ahead, laugh if you want to.
For bookmarks.
Maybe that's how you get your kicks. You and your good time buddies.
PMP style.
I got a flash for you, Joy Boy. Party time is over.
Paulie, we're gonna have to feed the ducks tonight for.
Where's the disco bed?
I had to make room for a few other songs.
Okay.
We have the ducks tonight, and we have Joy Boy. We have Disco Joy Boy in honor of Don Peralta rocking out to 9 Inch Nails tonight.
Not a problem.
Right? Okay, so that's just FYI. That's what's going on there.
I'm going to start at the top. We'll just do 3. We'll do like 2 or 3 of them. We'll just start at the top and take a look, see what we got in there.
Okay, I don't know what let me lower the music here.
Yeah, you can turn the music off if it's going to affect anything. It's fine.
No, here we go, bud. Here we go.
I ain't going anywhere. I'm right here.
All right.
Yeah, totally, bro.
Okay, so it says offensive. Did you put this in here? Offensive coordinator Clay Kubiak, Gary Kubiak's son, if I'm not mistaken, will call plays on Saturday against the Denver Broncos and possibly throughout the entire preseason, per Kyle Shanahan on KNBR. So, Paulie, that is very interesting.
It is.
That is a whole new wrinkle in the 49ers approach or Kyle Shanahan's approach to coaching, because he's never given up the reins.
And I want to give him credit. Actually, I do. I want to give him credit, and I'll tell you why. The reason I put this in there is because, Kubiak's going to call the plays in this game, probably the entire preseason, like that post says. But you know what I like about this, Tony, is that they're not just standing pat, sitting on their hands saying, like, no, we're going to go what we've done in the past, because what they've done in the past hasn't gotten them to the mountaintop. And maybe we need another brain, another set of eyes on the game with a different perspective from Kyle Shanahan, because I feel like, and I don't think I'm the only one here. I think in tight ball games in the fourth quarter, a lot of times Shanahan, I think, might overthink himself. Like he overthinks stuff. Like in the Super Bowl when he had Garoppolo throwing deep passes late in the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead, I would have just run the ball, run the clock out. We got a 10-point lead. Let's go home and have a parade on Market Street. So I'm okay with this, because they're telling me that they're not just going to keep bringing out the same old thing. They're going to try something new. I'm actually okay with this, T. How do you feel about it?
I'm okay with it too, man. And it's about evolving, right? And kind of recognizing your strengths and your weaknesses, and also trusting in your staff and trusting to delegate. I feel like Shanahan has struggled to delegate and struggled to trust in certain things that obviously he loves to do. He obviously loves to call plays, but it's time. You got bigger fish to fry, dude. And I saw Robot Central in the comments saying, hey, Shanahan needs to give this up and protect his running backs. But Mark Gravy says one bad loss or a few bad play calls, he's taking it back over. Who knows what's going to happen? But I do love that they're doing this in the preseason to see where it stands. Okay. And also Steve Bisecchio is a super. Niners need a guy who can override/challenge Shanahan. He has cost them tremendously and is the constant. Wow, dude, he's not wrong.
No, I agree. I think we all agree. And I think maybe there's a part of Shanahan that agrees too, where he's like you said, Tony, well said, he's letting go of the reins. Let's see what Kubiak can do. Maybe it'll bring a new look, a new dimension. And if it doesn't, I'm sure he'll take the reins back. But let's try it, man. Let's try it and see where it goes. Anyway, Tony, thank you.
No, I love it. And Stevie B, let us know what pizza you're going to be cooking up this weekend, bro, because that's that Scarlet or that China Cat sunflower pizza you made last week. It looks amazing. So,
by the way, we got a nice China Rider on Saturday out at Golden Gate Park. Yeah. Anyway, Tony, carry on. I'm just throwing that on the pile. Yeah.
was Sturgill in on that or no? Did he?
No,
just come
he was in on Morning Dew. He basically did the massive version of Morning Dew to close the first set Saturday. That was badass. Yeah.
I know we talked about all the Dead and Company shows, and we talked about Trey Anastasio band's set. But what did you think about Billy Strings and Sturgill's their sets? What did you think about their sets?
I liked you know what I mean, Tony? I mean, I liked Sturgill more than I liked Billy Strings.
Okay.
I thought the Billy String. I mean, again, this is just a matter of taste, man. Obviously, the kid is a phenomenal guitar player. Anybody can see and hear that when you see this kid play. But I just honestly, and you know what the weird thing was for me with Strings? There was no percussion. It was literally all string. So there was no like pulse. There was no like rhythm underneath it. It was just all these stringed instruments going off at the same time. And I liked it, but I liked Sturgill more. I'm just being honest. And I thought Trey's band was great too. His band was really, really fun. The Trey Anastasio band on Sunday. And that I felt like that set that Trey played, he dropped that Mission in the Rain in there. He gave you all your Fish songs, Sand, Momo Dance, all that stuff. The crowd really responded. And I felt like during Billy Strings, like, it was hard to go all in on that because, again, there was no pulse, there was no rhythm, there was no drums. So, but that's just me. I loved what he did with the Dead. I love the Wharf Rat that he played with the Dead. That was probably the high point of that whole show. But anyway, that's me. I like Sturgill and Trey a little bit more than I like the Billy String set. Since you
right on. Whoever chose those three openers, by the way, nice freaking work. Because that was just a great 1-2-3 punch. We have also Escobar 3 is a super again. People can change. Insert the Rocky Force.
Especially when Pecan's in the house tonight. If I could change, you can change. Everybody can change. Dude, all of a sudden, like Gorbachev say clapping or whatever. It was this mayhem, dude. Okay.
That's awesome. Thank you, Escobar. It's awesome. Here, we get back to bookmarks. Polly, we'll wrap it up.
Give me a couple more.
Yeah, just a couple more. Why not, Polly? Because it's
okay. Thank you so much.
It's a nice night flight. We're gonna play your night flight song again, and let's scroll down here. What the hell is this?
This is great. So pause this for a second. Pause this. Okay. So, dude, this is. I'm not kidding you guys. This is 1979. This is an actual halftime show at Candlestick Park in a game between the Niners and the Rams. You want to know? You want old school NFL? Here it comes. Here's a guy getting mauled by a tiger on the 50-yard line at Candlestick Park in 1979. Go ahead, T.
Oh boy.
Not really mauled, but it's pretty crazy that this happened. Look at this. Look at this. Takes him right out to the logo. T. Watch this.
Dude.
Watch this.
Oh boy.
Pause it right there for a sec, T. Pause it right there. And that's kind of the end of it. I just thought, like, how often do you see a tiger chasing a grown man around a football field? And shout out to that old SF logo, bro, on the 50. I miss that thing.
Dude, that's incredible. And this was before like the world was introduced to the Frisbee dogs at halftime, which I was a huge fan of in the 80s.
I'll tell you the truth, dude. I'd rather watch a guy getting chased by a tiger than most of the halftime shows at the Super Bowl they're throwing out there lately. I'd rather watch this. Give me a live tiger chasing human beings around, and let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Let's see where it goes instead of all this big production stuff we're watching now in the Super Bowl. Anyway, thought you'd appreciate that. Candlestick Park in the old days, folks. There it is. Yeah.
Love it. And the logo too. Simple, understated, just red and white at the 50-yard line. I love it. I put this in here, Paulie, because this is an interesting topic for discussion. We can talk about this tomorrow, maybe.
Like Bryce Harper right there a little bit, that picture.
A little bit, but this is a good topic maybe talk about tomorrow. But Bryce Eldridge in August, he's got 8 hits, 4 of them home runs, dude, in for Sacramento and in 16 ABs. So he is red hot in August. So just food for thought. We can talk about it tomorrow. Should they consider bringing him up? I saw our boy Los D, Carlos De La Fuente, says, if you don't risk it, there's no biscuit. No risk it, no biscuit, which I love.
I always say this anytime anybody's debating about bringing up a big talent like this kid is that I quote Davey Johnson, the skipper for the New York Mets when they won the series in '86. He went to the owner who was it Cashin? I guess it was that guy, Brian Cash, something like that. Anyway, the guy who owned the Mets in '86, Davey Johnson went to him and he goes, hey, I need to bring up this kid, Dwight Gooden. He's down there striking out fools left and right. He struck out 300 guys in a year. And it was like, well, he's too young. He's too young. And Davey Johnson was like, no, I have to have this kid. I have to have him. And guess what? They brought him up. He won a Cy Young at the age of 19. So I'm saying it can work. I know a lot of times it doesn't, but I'm not opposed to it. I would try it, Tony. Let's see. Maybe he's hot. Maybe he'll pop a few over the fence, man. Who knows?
And by the way, I said no risk it, no biscuit, which is what Los D said. Carlos De La Fuente of Flex Funding, our wonderful sponsor who's always on the chat. That's what he said. And then your mom is cool, responsive with no glove, no love. So
Hell yeah.
Dude. And also Rags chimed in with, did somebody say biscuit? Because I think he's hearkening the spirit of the Taste the Biscuit Lady.
It sounds like Taste the Biscuit Lady is going to be a presence on the show tomorrow, courtesy of Patty from Napa. Give me one more, Tony. One or two more, and then we'll wrap it up. One or two more.
You bet, Polly. Stand by. If I can scroll, please.
This is just for everybody's head. So this is how Tony and I used to end our show with Rod Brooks. Every day when we would sign off, we played the What's Happening theme, and I found it today. I just thought you guys get a kick out of this, dude. Old school 70s TV sitcoms, Dwayne, Raj, and Rerun. Dude, just getting it done, walking down the street. Go ahead, T.
Here we go.
Hey, give me the song. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Give me some D. Give me the girl D.
All right, I'm just going to play by the rules of YouTube and stop it there.
No, you're
Paul.
smart. You're smart. You're smart. You get the idea. He's about to wipe out on his board. You guys get the idea. Wearing the Rams jersey, by the way. Yeah.
Dude, now that was Raj that was just on the stoop or the front porch. And then if we pause, I think we can resume. But now that we've taken a pause and we've stayed under 20 seconds.
I just hope we get to see D, his sister D, because she would come downstairs talking mess, bro. She would be crushing Roger, her older brother, Raj. Yeah.
And by the way, apologies everybody for the choppy nature of this, but we get slapped on the wrist by YouTube all the time. We go more than 20 seconds in a clip, and then we have to edit the clips out because it's copyright nonsense and blah 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 blah. So just FYI. But here we go.
Oh, that's a real spill. He took a real spill. He's laughing. Yeah. Totally. Dude, with the sandwich in his hand. Totally. Bow. Yeah, that's all. You get the idea. There he goes. That's it. And then special shout out to Shirley at the diner with the comb in her hair. She had that big comb stuck in her hair. Oh, and this one's for you. This next one's for you. We can wrap it. There's your boy, dude. There's your boy. Coach of the Dolphins. Tony's a big fan of this guy. Look at the look on his face and look at the quote. He actually said this to the media the other day.
Oh, he did. I saw this too, Paul.
He goes, it's a great morning. And then somebody goes, why is it a great morning? And that's his answer. That's Mike McDaniel, the coach. Look at this guy, dude.
Dude, by the way, shout out Pink Floyd, shorter of breath and one day closer to death. I wonder if he was hearkening his old Pink Floyd.
Riding around on a piece of ground in your hometown. Nice, Tony. Nice, dude. Nice.
Dude, you know what? I know it's a hit for them, and I know Dark Side of the Moon is they're one of the, well, I love Dark Side of the Moon, but it's also their most popular album. But the song Time is just a classic, dude. And that lyric is in Time. And that is also Mike McDaniel, who I love, man, because, dude, the guy will wear like capris on the side.
He's out of his mind with the calves, the skinny calves going. He's got the ankle socks on. I'm like, this guy's an NFL coach right here. And he played ball. Apparently, I think he was like a cornerback at an Ivy League school. I think he played at Brown or Yale or something like that. True story. He actually did play college ball. This guy.
Oh, I believe it, man. And also, he was wearing like gold rimmed glasses last year and stuff.
Oh, he's out of his freaking mind. I'm just asking you, Tony, to take a look at him. Look at this dude. Look at your boy. Yeah,
it's so good, man. It's so good. Those eyes are come out almost like Robot Centaur's profile picture.
Great call. Well, he might look like that too because he has to contend with Tyreek Hill every day. Imagine dealing with that dude. That's a handful right there. Getting arrested on the way to a game and stuff. Although I'm not sure that was his fault. The cops kind of roughed him up. That was uncool. Yeah. But anyway, I'm just saying, dude, he's got like the look on his face is. I just thought you'd appreciate that one too.
Much appreciated, and I love him, and I root for him. Former not part of the. Oh,
yeah, thank you, because it was his birthday. It's Yauk's birthday. I wanted to get that up there, man.
Man, dude, I miss this cat so much. For those that don't know, that's MCA from Beastie Boys. Man, do I miss MCA. He was the understated part of the trio, man, but he had the gravelly voice too. And
I think he was probably the driving creative force behind the whole band. Like, Tony, I strongly recommend you read that Beastie Boys book if you haven't, because the other two guys talk about Yauk almost like he was like, I mean, he really was the driving force behind the band. Like, he did so much with them. And I want to tell you one quick story about Yauk real quick, and then we can wrap. There's a store in San Rafael that I have bought like Christmas gifts and birthday presents for people I'm close to at this Tibetan like jewelry store on 4th Street in San Rafael. And I was in there one year and I just decided to ask, there's such nice people behind the counter. I was like buying bracelets or necklaces or something. And I said, hey, you guys, are you guys from Tibet? And they were like, yeah, we came over years ago. You know, we love California and blah, blah, blah. I go, this is kind of a crazy question, but do you know who Adam Yauk is? And they're like, oh, and this is like an older couple. This is a married couple, like probably 20 years older than me. And they're like, oh, Adam Yauk? You mean the Beastie Boys? And I go, yeah, the Beastie Boys. And they're like, they said in Tibet, Adam Yauk and the Beastie Boys are considered like heroes, like Martin Luther King or a figure like that. Like it was just so cool to connect with them like that. Because if you don't know, Adam Yauk organized all those free Tibet concerts. And I think their whole stance was they were getting bullied and killed by the Chinese, and they took this nonviolent stance. They're like, we're not going to resort to violence. If you want to kill us, you're going to have to kill us because we're not going to fight you, but we're also not moving. We're not giving up our way of life and stuff like that. So anyway, Yauk came to their defense, and I just thought you'd appreciate that story, T, that he is like he's a true hero in Tibet, for real.
He's a true hero to me too, man. He was absolutely, I love the Beastie Boys, but he was my favorite Beastie of the Beastie Boys. And 47 years young, man. He left us. He would have been 61, I believe, today. So
cancer. Once again, I've had it with cancer, man. Somebody enough. That's why I don't want to hear Elon Musk sending shit up into space. Cure cancer, man. Spend some of your money on cancer research. That's what I would. If I had that much money, dude, that's what I'd be doing. Let's get some healthy people in. We could have had him around still, you know.
Yeah, hey Bezos, instead of a $50 million wedding, why don't you put some of the money towards cancer? Anyways, Steve Basecchio is also Stevie B is another super. Thank you, Stevie B. He says, fun fact: great stand-up and Niner diehard Dan Soder is childhood best friends with Mike McDaniel. Dude, that's as random as it gets, Stevie B. I love it. And I love that you know that. That's amazing. So, Paulie, that's I feel like we should end the bookmarks with that.
Yeah, that's the perfect place. Rest in peace, Yauk. We miss you, man. I was listening to Paul's Boutique a couple of days ago. I got that one on. I got Paul's Boutique and I got Check Your Head on vinyl. They both sound great.
I got all their stuff on vinyl. I got it's worth buying a vinyl, and it's just so good, man. And
looking down the barrel of a gun, son of a bitch, getting paid, getting rich. Anyway, sorry, Tony. A little breakout there. Yeah.
Also check out the what's called the In Beastie Boys album. It's on vinyl. You can find it on vinyl, called The In Sound from Way Out, and it's all of their instrumental tracks from all their albums put on one record, and it's called The In Sound from Way Out. Anytime I have people over, I put that record on because it's great background music. And
I hate to do this, Tony. I want to ask you one last favor. And I'm sorry to do this, but I just remembered something. Please go back to bookmarks. It's related to what we're talking about. It's about MCA. Go back to bookmarks for 1 second and scroll down. I'll tell you when to stop. This is going to be a real fun way to end the show. I promise. Okay. You'll be psyched.
Stand by. Let me get.
Okay, so scroll down. Keep going. We can come back to that. I know our new black helmets. Don't even get me going. Don't even get me going on this shit. We're wearing black helmets now, kids. I don't know what's going on. Not that. Keep scrolling. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Robin Crosby, yeah, his birthday too. I know. Keep going. Keep going. Keep
okay.
going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Right there. Right there. Okay.
Oh.
Wait, take this to about 20 seconds in. Drag this to about 20 seconds in. I just want you to get a piece of this, dude. He just recorded, some guy just recorded this at home. This is for you, Tony, since you love the pieces.
I freaking love it. Hang on, stand by. Really, here we quick. Yeah. Oh, dude.
For your head. That was for your head. I've had that thing in there for like 2 weeks. You wouldn't go to bookmarks, but that thing has been waiting for you too. Yeah, I thought you'd like that, buddy.
And also, Paulie, dude, there's a lot of goodies still in there. We got to talk about the Niners black uniforms tomorrow at some point because
we will. And again, it's a 4:20 start tomorrow, kids. 4:20 start. Yeah.
And to quote my dear friend Mark Wiseman, who goes by the name "Your Mom Is Cool" on the chat, he wants to make a T-shirt to wear just to every youth-based baseball game that just says, "What are we doing?"
What are we doing here, folks? What are we doing? No.
What are we doing? What is wrong with the uniforms they have? What are we doing, dude? Black helmets, dude. Like what?
I didn't ask for it. I don't want it. Red and gold. I mean, that's the look. It's the great uniform. I don't. Again, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. I didn't want you to see that, but yeah.
I saw it, and yeah, and Robot Centaur. I saw your comment. He says that's not official, and if the Robot Centaur sports desk is saying it's not official, then that gives me some I don't know, some calm, some I don't know, warmth in my heart, because it really black helmets have become a cliche and never works well. Yeah, you're damn right, dude. They never work well. And also, ask Ted Robinson what it was like to be a play-by-play guy trying to read the numbers and names on the black jerseys with the red last names and numbers. You remember that?
I do. It was awful. You couldn't see the players. I don't know who I was looking at. It was terrible. It was terrible. You should never mess with a great traditional look like the Niners have. In my opinion, one of the great uniforms in the NFL. And I love their road unis too, man. I don't need black. They don't have no black in their color scheme. Get black out of here. I love the color. Look I wear black every day, but I don't want to see the Niners wearing black. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes. Paulie, on the way out, I just want to say that George Kittle spoke and his voice was heard, because earlier today, smelling salts were banned, and also what's known as ammonia inhalants were banned by the NFL. Right. He raised the ruckus, and then the ruckus got greater. And I believe you informed me that they overturned, or they switched it back, and it's no longer banned. So
that was. Yeah, they're back. You can use them. That whole thing got turned around real quick, Tony. So don't worry. Sniff away, buddy. Sniff away. Yeah.
But what about the whole report that it was bad for your health and that it was like that's what's hilarious, dude. It's like I actually was like, okay, that's cool. Like the NFL actually shows that they give a damn about their players, and they're gonna like, hey, take this, like, I don't know, this nastiness away.
And by the way, just so you know, we have confirmation from the sports desk with Robot Centaur. He goes, yep, they've overturned it already. So it was only in effect for like 1 day, and now it's back. So Tony, you guys can snort and sniff all you want, man. So woof it up. Yeah.
And respect to George Kittle, because he said he quoted Seinfeld, and he says, I just got to air some grievances when he interrupted Fred Warner's interview today. So respect to George Kittle. Know where your bread is buttered. Know about the Festivus poll, and know about the airing of grievances, and carry on.
Thank you, Tony. And I want to thank Peralta Arts, Dom Peralta, peraltaartsco@gmail.com. Reach out to Dom anytime. Let him put some of that great artistic talent to work for you, your next project, your next event. Dom can lift it to a whole other stratosphere. Call Dom or text Dom anytime, 650-796-3144. Also want to thank our great friends at Longbridge Pizza. I'll see Neil Donardi out at the Pizza Fest next weekend in Long Beach. North Beach, Long Beach, North Beach, it's all the same. Creative Tony, thank you, Longbridge Pizza. We love you, Neil Donardi, 2347 3rd Street, the laid back vibe, the serious pizza, our very first sponsor. We love them always. Thank you, Neil Donardi. Eat the pizza. Tony, take us on with some music and let's wrap it up.
I will, buddy. I just want to remind people about our new contest for the Pizza Fest that will be going on. We're giving away, because Neil Donardi has 2 tickets for the Pizza Fest going on August 16th in North Beach at Washington Square Park, where Longbridge Pizza will have a booth. We're giving away 2 tickets. So send us your pizza porn at pollyspod@gmail.com. Email us pictures of any pizza that you made, any pizza that you ate, any pizza that you see, whatever you consider lovely pizza porn. Just send it to us, and we're going to pick a winner on Monday, and it'll be a fun time. And if you don't win, still you should get your butt down to the Pizza Fest next Saturday. Polly will be there. I will be out of town, but Polly will be there, and Neil Denardi and Longbridge Pizza will be there. And it's, if you buy a ticket, you get 4 beers and all you can eat pizza and bagels all day long. So it's a damn good deal. So anyways, just want to give you a heads up on that too, Polly.
Rock and roll, man. Take us home, Tony.
Oh, take us home with stand by with hold on. I feed the ducks. I want to stop feeding the ducks because I want to do this, Polly, because
Creative Tony, yeah, what you doing now? You got your little league, yeah, let's take a night reprieve. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight, this is your other home, yeah, you know you're not alone. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight, this is your other home, yeah, you know you're not alone.
Dude, my man's pulling his levers, man. My man is producing. That's what he does. Creative Tony, really fun show tonight, man. Thank you for everything. And all of you guys, what can I say? Honestly, what can I say at this point? John Joseph, Corinne, Mark Gravy Graves, Stevie B, Soccer Bowl, Patty from Napa, Rags all the way from the Garden State of New Jersey. Dude, leg of lamb, bro. Leg of lamb. That's what I'm talking about. Give me more leg of lamb. Miguel Salas, as usual, my main man over there, the Nutter, Escobar. Hey, we freaking love you guys. Robot Center, of course. Rock and roll. Have a great night. Rest up. Wish me luck, dude. I'll be in the DMV tomorrow morning. I'll be in hell. I might send some pictures for Creative Tony to post for you guys. We'll see. But anyway, John Joseph, Karen Bell, you guys be good. Noemi, DC, like a lamb. I love it, man. All right, you guys have a great night. Cheers. And we'll see you tomorrow at 4:20. Have a good night, everybody.
peace, y'all.